because I've heard what happened. It was just you and Rika and Nezzy. But let me tell you this. So, about the Luna part. Yes, I wanted to at least. Okay, it is dumb of me to say something about the word unstable, but I was not saying that as a mean. I was not trying to do that. I was a little upset when they were talking shit about Luna. I pretend to play along, even though it was dumb of me to do that. But at the same time, I just think them talking shit about Luna is just too much for me. And I didn't want to say anything, so I stood quiet and I never said anything. Now, let's go back to the part about when you said that Riff wasn't threatening me at all. He was. Twice. He said that he was going to fuck me up when he was in the call room because he was mad at me over a girl named Cupid. So, the most part about Cupid, she is mature, yes, but she's not mature enough when she's treating me for no reason. I'm not saying that she's treating me badly or harshly. She's just over here trying to say I'm talking shit. And I'm getting close to her. And I was being cool with her. I'm chill with her. I was totally chill with her. And Rev, I wasn't even trying to go at their asses. I was just being chill. I was just playing my own game just to focus. I wasn't even doing a thing on them. I
What are,
wasn't. You want to say something? Go ahead.
no, I said, what are we talking about? I was AFK trying to grab some stuff.
Listen, you added to the group chat because you wanted to talk about the whole thing that we were discussing in DMs.
No, I
And
know that. I'm saying, what are we talking about right now? The thing I was just listening to you talk.
yeah, I'm talking about the part about the Luna situation. You had a group chat with Rika and Nezzy, the people that you and Kuno and Luna were there.
They were telling me, basically for them, they was telling me the other parts that was happening, like what actually happened. Like, for example, you over exaggerated, I can't say the word right, about freaking Rep talking about he's gonna kill you. He didn't say any of that, but he was cussing in rude terms. But that was because he was caring about a girl that he liked, that like
I
everyone,
wasn't
like you and the others
anything.
supposedly was toying. Can't tell if it was true or not because you said you didn't get
Here's
to
the
say anything. But the reason they didn't let you say anything is because you kept talking over them getting loud,
I
so they
wasn't
got angry.
talking. I was explaining to them, but they were being too hostile on me. I was about to explain everything, but they just want to come in and run their mouth on me. So I stood quiet because since they shot me down, that's one thing they do. They
And that's
shot me
because they
down. So
said you did that to them.
I didn't do it to them. They did it to me. I was about to say that I was going to be honest to them, but no, they just literally made me forget what I was about to say. I was about to bring out my honesty. I was about to be honest, right? Because I was bringing the truth of my honesty about my mixed emotions with Cupid. That's what I was about to do, but they just literally dodged the questions and they were giving me these questions about my literal mental health and me having the DID situation and bringing up the whole thing. And I know they were recording me because of the fucking situation. And then
And
Nico was
I'm
even.
not gonna lie, if they recorded you, I'm pretty sure they would have uploaded it on a channel
They
by
would.
now, but they haven't.
They would. And they would turn against me because I haven't even done a single thing, nothing, but I was wanted to chill with them because they were my friends. I wasn't wanted to start anything. I want them to at least forget about what happened because I want to, you know, I want to move forward. Let's go get along and not have an argument and not start any wars. That's the good thing, right? But no, they're just too hostile on me. That's one thing I don't like. Because I was never hostile. I never raised my anger on them. I wasn't yelling. I was trembling and I was actually fearing that they were trying to go against me. Because I cannot scream anymore because my mom was asleep. It was 5 a.m. It was literally 5 a.m. that happened. 5 a.m. That time when I stood up and cried all day long because of what they said to me in the VC. And that's when
Like
they said that.
if they did allow you, okay, mentally, if they did allow you to say what you was gonna say about the person they said that you turned on, but you said you didn't. Well, what was you gonna tell them then if they did
I
listen?
told them that I didn't know it was going to hurt her because I thought it would make more sense because I thought that she would get the joke, but I didn't know she didn't like it because she was extremely sensitive, which I did apologize to her for that. I was mean it. I was really mean it. I felt bad for her. I told them. I was about to tell them I feel bad for what I said to that girl. I was going to say I was sorry. I gave her an apology. She accepted it. But what's next? She's just going to bring that up again. She was going to bring that up again, and then she tells that to her boyfriend about this, and her boyfriend is just wanted to come back and bring that shit up again. He wants to bring that shit
Tuna,
up.
that's because he was very sensitive. It wouldn't be okay. In retrospect, it wouldn't matter if it was an accident or not. He basically had the right to be all angry and pissed because that hurted her badly. Even though you meant the apologies, that wasn't gonna really do anything. That's just cause that basically just adding damage to their physical well being.
Should I just block her and just get rid of her and not talk to her anymore? Like, what does he want me to do? Want me to not talk to her? I would not. I would never talk to her that much. If he doesn't want me to talk to her, then I won't. But he's literally just doesn't want me near her, so I'm not going to get near her anymore. Because he said it what he said. I'm not going to talk to anybody. I'm not going to talk to Vamp. I'm not going to talk to anybody. Because since he wants to start shit, I'm not going to talk to anybody. Because he wants me to be away from everyone. He wants me to be gone. Away
Okay,
from everyone.
mentally, that's because he's angry, Tuna. Like I said, you did
If he,
something that was like basically precious to him, so he's going to be mad. Just because
yeah,
he said that does not mean you had to listen to him, and that also doesn't mean you had to say what you just said. Okay, I'll just
yeah,
stop
I
talking to
listened
everyone.
to
You
him.
don't say that.
I listened to him. I did understand his pain. I literally do, 100%. And I literally understood. But he doesn't need to be too much to explain too much because I already know it. I already understand. I cause enough pain. I already cause enough damage. And I'm already am because I'm guilty to all of this. And I told, I
Basically,
literally
you just
tell
let
her.
it. If that's how
I,
you usually think things when you know you fucked up, that's
yes,
not
that's
really
what I want
helpful.
to do. I want to feel guilty from all my actions. I want to know if feels like to have hatred because hate is a strong word, right? It's a strong word that everybody would know. Hate is always
Who
a
is a
thing.
strong word? Hate's not.
And it's fine.
Hate,
He can hate
hate
me all
just
he
means
wants.
hate.
He can be mad at me all he wants. I'm not going to talk to him. If he doesn't want to talk to me, I won't talk to him. If he wants to block me, I will block him.
That's
He's going to post some shit about me. I
yeah,
don't care.
Tuna. You're basically telling me you're not understanding things then because this is how it
What
usually
do you
goes.
want me to understand, Slick? What do you want me to understand, huh? What do you
Just
guys want from
listen
me?
to me and let me explain.
Fine. Go
I'm
ahead.
over here trying to let you speak. I am trying to let you speak, but you're literally missing half points to this whole thing. I know
Okay,
you
which
said
did
that you
I,
understand, but that's mainly the whole
okay,
problem.
what did I not listen to me? What did I not understand? Then tell me right
I
now.
am talking about the whole thing. I am trying not to lose my anger right now. I am trying to say is this. So you're saying that you understood things, then you're already trying to just blow over the thing and just get it over with. Doesn't it wouldn't matter if you're feeling guilt or not. They're mentally damaged. They're physically and mentally damaged. There's no fixing that. So yeah, blowing over and just blocking them would be the only option, but you're not understanding anything about what they're feeling. You may know that they're feeling hurt and upset, but that's literally just a basic normal thing that will happen constantly. But that doesn't mean you would know how they're actually really feeling inside because just like you and everyone else, we all got our mental problems and issues. Not mental problems, but we mainly got lots of freaking life crisis stuff. It's hard to freaking get through all that. You're struggling, like, which would be yesterday and today. He's struggling and upset with anger. That will blow over in a few days. Yes, not talking to him would be the option. He said all those hateful things and whatnot, but that's just from him. You shouldn't be letting it affect you, but you are. And you basically changing your PFP, basically like me and others. In retrospect, it's technically like guilt tripping, but people do it to show that they're upset.
No,
Hold on, let me
I
back. You coming?
I only changed my profile picture because I know it's guilt tripping. I only changed it because I fucking knew how mentally broke I cause. And this is why I don't like myself for a reason. Even though I don't want those words to affect me, but it will hurt eventually because I cause enough damage. And there's no point in fixing it. I understand that part. There's no fixing it. There was never an option to fix it. There's nothing else. It's just gonna be a lot of pain that I'll probably suffer for the rest of my life. And there's no point of me understanding stuff because I am lost and confused.
You can
And it's hard for me to
look.
realize it because what?
You keep saying that, saying like, oh, like there's no like redemption. Is that, dude? Respectfully, that's hate to break it. It's melodramatic. I'm gonna be fucking honest with you, bro. Look,
Yeah.
nope. Let me say it out because here's the thing. Here's the thing you're not understanding. Sure, people could be upset with you, but that doesn't mean that like, oh, you're gonna fucking like. Sure, this is something that's gonna haunt you from time to time, but it's like, literally, others have shown that they're willing to like, at least give you another opportunity once you've learned and reevaluated for yourself, right? But the more you're gonna keep doing this shit, especially with making posts and all that, especially since they've seen on your Instagram or whatever, they were like, bro, take a fucking break. Like, the more you're gonna keep doing this shit, the more it's like they're gonna think, okay, so are you really gonna try to give time to yourself, or are you just gonna keep doing this so just to get some attention? Because the way you're doing it, yeah, it's a little bit of attention grabbing. It's like people want people to feel some kind of sympathy or some whatever towards you, but it's like they don't even know like what is it that you're trying to do at that moment. They're just like, bro, like take a break. Like they're not. Here's the thing. Nobody's gonna say like, oh, you're not gonna talk to this person. You're not gonna listen. That's just whatever. Is at the end of the day, is their decision of whether they want to talk to you again. If no one can really decide who gets to talk to who, nobody does. It's at the end of the day, it's the person themselves. To where you believing that kind of shit is like, it's like, oh, it's my punishment. I gotta fucking live with it and this and that. It's like, what, dude? No. Like again, is you did like you did? Yeah, it was fucked up. But are you gonna learn from it and get and try to improve? You keep saying yeah, but from another standpoint, from how you're putting it right now, it's like you're saying that you aren't, and you're like in this sort of depression arc, as far as people could say it. And
In
at that,
retrospect, your PFP shows it and say it
sometimes
in the
people,
bio.
sometimes when people see that, they're gonna see it as you kind of wanting attention. Sure, in your side of it, it can be you trying to express yourself, but others at times can take into it a whole different interpretation. I would know because someone I know did tell me that one time when I kept having my status on my profile pic and about that, or when I was like doing like this shit. When I did something like that, the way I talked, it just felt like I was wanting attention. And what did I do? I stopped. I just didn't do it again. Because I'm like, yeah, it's stupid. I shouldn't be doing that. I should be just talking normally, whatever. And I did. I texted normally. I just kept doing my own thing. Not looking back at something that, that one, yeah, you ain't gonna fix, but are you gonna let it define who you are? Dude, no, what the fuck? It was just something you did that, again, yes, was fucked up, but you're gonna improve and change from it. So why let that, just sit by and be like, and let it tell you, oh yeah, you ain't gonna do shit again. You're gonna be this. Like, dude, what the fuck? That's fucking
Yeah, my
dramatic,
whole
yo.
problem, I had a whole problem about that actually because so in retrospect, it's not like besides all those people who was getting mad at Tuna, you straight up made it clear to me that you was mostly focusing. Well, you started doing other stuff now, but you was mostly focusing on literally Rev's words. You also, like I said, misheard what he said because he didn't say nothing about kill. He already knows it's a sin and whatnot. But you misheard him. You misinterpreted what he said, and then you made it into a huger deal, and then started saying people was betraying you and whatnot. No one was betraying you. They're very disappointed. I don't know who's the people that are disappointed in you. The ones that was getting onto you. They don't hate you. They're just literally disappointed in what was going on. Yeah,
Literally,
that
that's
was.
how they could. That's literally how we could say it.
Hmm?
No, I'm just saying. Literally, that's how we could put it. Just
Oh, well,
disappointed.
yeah, okay. So so it just goes straight up into that you overdo the situation. It's sort of like Aki, except Aki is already doing taking a break, but most of us know stuff. But she's taking a break just to relax and calm down. That's like her. She was focusing on IRL stuff. She somewhat came back because you already saw her on the live stream on her apparently break channel. I just saw, but freaking you need to literally stop overdoing that. Knuckles had blocked you because he heard about the lies that was going on, and he was very irritated. He wasn't even acting in retrospect. He wasn't even trying to betray you. He was just sick and tired of it. He wanted to move on to his own thing. So it's kind of like what you said earlier about should I just block them and move on? That's what Knuckles did, but he didn't do it in hatred. He was just done. He would unblock you at his own time, but till then he's trying to relax and recover. He was telling you you needed a break. Speedy and I told you that yesterday. It doesn't matter if you left the Discord servers, you need a break off of Discord or any social media in general. I'm not saying it would stop you from YouTube. You just need to quite literally relax, keep your mind calm and focused, and you will be knowing what's up. But other than that, constant stuff like what you was doing recently, having your banner with words from. Actually, I got a question real quick. Speaking of which, your banner was that from Rosie?
Mm-hmm.
So you unblocked her from Discord?
No, I didn't unblock her. This was like before back then.
So you put something old on a. You put an old thing on a banner.
Yeah, it was an old one when she had that old account before when she changed it to different names.
Uh, you know that was making more problems, right?
Yes, it was more problems, and I already changed it to something else.
Oh, and I need you to explain me to another thing because I already know Rosie don't do stuff like this whatsoever. But everyone got me all curious and confused now. What was you talking about Rosie grooming you? Because I already know that she doesn't do stuff like that. She only treats you like a child and nothing but that. Other than that, if she thought of you as a lover, she wouldn't have blocked you herself. Everyone kept on saying you said that she groomed you, but Rosie also shows that she didn't. She did. I need to go in her DMs to see if the screenshot's still there. She showed what the recent chats with you was, but I'm not saying recent now or whatever, like as in when she blocked you. But she showed me recent chats and stuff with you and her, so I'm confused. It's like when me and Assassin talked to you the other time in the other server that literally she was only trying to treat you like her kid. You told me you didn't like her doing that, so that's the reason why we had a talk together in the first place. Then when Rosie was in there, you said you wouldn't mind her treating you like how she was already doing it, which kept me and Assassin confused. which also made it a huge problem. Eventually, besides you, see, the only reason she got kicked out was because of whatever it was with Bright Knuckles and her, because of relationships issues and whatnot. Afterwards, you would hang out with her. Apparently, they also told us that you said that you would say that me and Luna hangs out with Rosie. The one thing Luna, even if Luna knew that I would hang out with her, she would not go near her whatsoever, physically and not even possible, because she would cuss her out and freaking start fighting with her just like that. Me, I haven't talked to her for the longest until Tuesday because she texted me that day seeing if I was okay. I said I was good. She said go to sleep, and that was the last time me and her talked again from the longest of months. So that that did got me confused as hell because I barely talked to her because everyone thinks of her as a problem. Especially for you saying that she groomed, which I don't think she did. She was just trying to give you motherly affections, but you didn't want it again. So you could have just told her that. She's goofy and crazy and chaotic most times, but she will listen to people unless it's something in like what Gia does or anyone that drama related. That's when she will fight everyone because it's kind of is annoying. So are you able to explain about the grooming thing?
I didn't even know about the Bentum now.
I'm a little confused because they said you're the one who said that she groomed you and whatnot.
And you also did say that apparently that in the live stream with the Vamp, you're the one who also said that Slick was in contact and was associated with Rosie, even though you
Yeah,
kind of
I
even
was looking at the stuff.
to
Oh
where
yeah,
to where
that's
Vamp
also why.
literally
That's
believed
also
it.
probably why Now I understand. That's probably also another reason why Rosie thought. I mean, not Rosie. Freaking Vamp thought I was hanging with Rosie. Because if I remember correctly, when I was watching the live stream of Vamp things, like I said, I didn't knew who the freak Eclipse was unless he was referring to my son. But I wasn't gonna intervene anyways. I went to Tuna when I before my time was also fully clocked out. I asked Tuna what was going on. Tuna didn't really give me much info, which wasn't that bad. So I was like, I'm gonna leave it be. That's when Rosie started texting me saying they're talking about me. I said, no, they're not. They're talking about Eclipse. Forgot that I had her as a nickname as Rosie because that was her name before. The last time I saw her name before I nicknamed it was in Japanese writing, like how it is now. So I was just at that point confused. I only knew two Eclipse, and that was just my one son's two accounts.
To where again it caused Vamp to believe that not only was Slick quote unquote associated with some pedal enabler, which again I'm still confused on that. But again, I even had to disprove that to Vamp herself, to where she's on a limb of what to believe now because of what I said. But she was at her limit during that time because she didn't know what she didn't know to fucking believe now. Not only that, the way you inputted the word kind of had her in that loop, if that makes sense. To where I was a little bit upset about that because it's like it got ridiculous because I get tired of seeing someone who sees who can literally see a logical point, but all of a sudden, boom, it just does that. And I'm like, are you serious? To where I was a little upset. I was, but I didn't question
It
it
does make
further.
me mad though because people don't come to me and ask me about anything so I can explain to them. They
No
just make their assumption and listen to other people. And then
example.
later
No,
on in
no, no, no,
life,
no,
I
slick,
will
slick,
have to deal with something
slick,
that I did
slick,
not know.
slick. Example. Literally, what we're saying right now. Tuna gave a certain info piece that wasn't fully wasn't given full explanation, and they believed that without full pressing it on towards you or anyone else who was well associated with you. Yes, Tuna could be, quote, fully associated, but doesn't have all the Carfax to where he could have asked you or Luna easily to where would have been done. To where, why do you think back then in this game mode server, I had to clarify certain information with Tuna to where they only believed it after I said shit? Literally, it made
I
no
was
sense.
annoyed of that, but
That
I'm like,
no,
it
there were
doesn't matter.
no,
Kuno got it control, so that's why it wasn't that bad.
I didn't. I'm not saying I had a control. Trust me, I could have fucked up. I could have, but thank God I didn't. And I will say this: Tuna did help me out on that. But besides that, that whole thing was just something else. To where in certain things like that, you gotta be careful with how what info you have, and if you don't know 100% certain on what is it, then yeah, you're not gonna really get much. Why do you think before when the whole Gia thing happened, I asked people in the server if they didn't leave out any context due to what happened before to make sure that they're not leaving any details or anything? Because I didn't want the same mistake to happen to where maybe someone will get caught in the crossfire. Something like that. To where it almost led to something like that to where I'm glad I told them as well, like, no. Besides that, I really got nothing much to say. To be honest, I have nothing to say. It's like if you got anything to go
I
forward with it, then you can
I
say it.
also wanted to know about the Luna thing. Remember when they said that they said basically said you was talking all nothing but bad things about Luna. Big boy. All right, Luna, do you want to say anything?
To be honest, like I really have said my stuff to Tuna, but Tuna told me the reason why he did it. But at the same time, I don't really know if that's the real deal right there or not, because Tuna told me that he was doing it just to get info off of Vams, but like I said, you're sitting there calling me unstable right in front of these people, and that's just adding more fuel to the fire.
Well, mentally, you told yourself that you was getting unstable. He was there at that time, but it also confused me about getting info off of them when he said that him and Vince are best buds, and I'm talking about before this whole thing started, and then they kicked him from the server. Like I said, Tuna would join Vamp constantly, and I'm not even trying to say in bad ways or terms. He would hang out with her, and he would just be there the most with them. He would pop up time to time, but it was at this point rare. But I doubt anything about info off of Vamp since he helps her and whatnot for YouTube channels and stuff.
To be honest, I kind of regret everything actually because me talking shit about Luna and saying those words like kind of hurts. I mean, to be honest, I was going to say that I'm struggling on who I'm supposed to hang out with, either you or Vamp. and I'm not trying to force myself to pick both. So I
But
I chose to
wait,
pick.
but that doesn't make sense. It wouldn't matter. You could hang out with both. We're just okay. Let's put it like this, because Ben and Lunas are fighting with each other now, so their terms of besties kind of got depleted. But they don't fight constantly like that. So it wouldn't matter about choosing two sides because you're just being friends with them. There wouldn't be no problem about that. Besides Rosie, if okay, let's say you would still put Rosie and Vamp in that situation. At that point, you would go to Vamp's side instead because whatever you guys said about Rosie, I don't talk to her as much and whatnot anymore because well, she caused problems and start drama basically. But see, knowing that she was gonna be more on the toxic side and not really do friendly vibe stuff, I physically wouldn't just hang out with her if that's the case. I would just choose Vamp. But since it's Luna and Vamp, it wouldn't matter. You could hang out with both of them. They just don't talk to each other. It's the whole thing. But
I'm
it's
just
kind of hard to do that when people try to choose one side or another.
I'm just feeling more sad because I was happy when Vamp and Luna were besties, and they they enjoy talking, doing streams together. And I saw how Luna drew for Vamp and how Vamp drew for Luna. It did put up a great smile, but when it has to end this way, and I kind of felt regret for being involved or, you know, being friends with Lucifer was the reason that changes everything. And Vamp has hard time believing, and even Luna felt the same way, to where everything changes. I mean, sure, they're not enemies anymore. They just have to keep their distance away from each other to not fight. I'm just too blinded, like blind, like to the truth of it. But when it comes to Vamps' group, I didn't know about a whole thing about me not giving out much of info. But every time I join in their VC and there's something's urgent, it's either I should just not drag myself in or force myself in, or I should just like, you know, I should just let them handle it themselves and I can just literally relax on my own, or I can just talk to my other friends on PlayStation so
Wait,
that I
Luna,
can.
what are you fighting again for?
No, wait, huh?
No, I'm asking Luna what Vamp and her was fighting to begin with that broke their friendship. I already forgot about it. I just remember them they don't like each other much
It
anymore.
was about the whole Lucifer situation.
Oh,
It was
okay,
about the
never
group
mind
chat.
then.
And
No,
lit-
because remember how you were added to group chat when I added you there, and
Yeah,
you were
I remember now. I forgot it because it felt that long to me. So I was over here slowly slipping away. What the heck were they fighting? Since I don't remember that well. So me clearly I didn't focus on that one because I already knew in my point of view. I already knew
because
Lulu was okay. Lucifer ended up showing his true colors. Vamp and them started not being friends with him or whatever. I don't know what y'all did with him, but he's out the
oh no,
picture.
oh no, it's just you see, he loves to make lies and bringing up the dramas related to Luna, and he just wants to keep bringing that up by rubbing it in. Because this all happened all because Luna was just saying to Lucifer, then why are you even in? Why you're even involved to this in the first place? Like, which Luna was actually being honest to him because that's she was questioning him. Why are you trying to get yourself into this?
I mean, it's like I mean,
And
it's
Lucifer has
I
Y'all stronger
mean,
than me because I wouldn't be giving chances
I mean,
anymore.
it's
Not after like what Dark Angel did. I can't physically give chances. You guys are just. I
I mean, it's like I literally said. The fact that I kind of had a feeling this motherfucker was lying when that happened. Yeah, it was a little fucked up, but I'm glad people saw it before it was too late or something. But regardless, what but at the end of it, that's just whatever. That whole thing ended a while ago to where I don't really put my focus
But
on that.
in other words, yes, everyone is disappointed in me for lying and stuff, but if I could have just told you all sooner and tell you both about this, then I would not been hiding it forever. But because I trust you all, because it's just I'm scared to reveal the truth to others about my true colors about things, and I didn't want to tell that to anyone because I wanted to be safe, and I wanted to tell others to not. Oh, like I wanted to give out the real info so that I can keep it as hidden because my mom told me this, like, if you tell others about our privacy, just tell them not to tell that to other people if you have like trusted people, which I already had, and I should have just told Vamp and her group to just keep it from me. But at the same time, I don't think they can promise that because at the same time, I overthink because I thought they would probably share it, but no, they didn't want to because they
Right.
know.
I was gonna say when your mom said not to share privacy, what do you what do you think of when she says that? What stuff?
Okay, so the reason why my mom say that I should not share my actual number of a height was because last year around that time, at 2010 on face. Okay, actually, hold on. Let me go and check on my on on the date on the date because I remember back then when I was like around.
For some odd reason, I feel like your mom meant something else, not your actual height. But also, when I hear privacy stuff, yes, you shouldn't say privacy stuff. But when I hear your mom say that, I'm pretty sure she was referring to ID, your phone number, unless you know they're that safe. Freaking, you should. Uh, actually, that's the main thing. You're not supposed to show them your ID, your social security, your number
Because
is a depending type
around
thing.
okay, around 2010 when I was 7 years old, I got my Facebook account before, and I was about to tell her, "Is it okay if I tell people about my actual name and my height and stuff?" And she told me, "No, you can't do that because people are probably going to expose you and they're going to post this on the platform, and that's what's unsafe, right?" So she had Facebook, and I had Facebook when I was young, even though I was about to nearly be 8 and 9, and I was about to be 10 because I'm actually growing to be different and mature. So the reason why was that because one time I made a little mistake, which I accidentally put in my description about my actual height, and that's when someone that I know that I well, used to be friends with back in my day, um, used to well, let's just say he wasn't doxing my actual address and anything. He was just trying to share my info, my profile picture, and my actual descriptions and send it to people that I'm just lying to that, which I was not because I told him that I made a mistake. My mom was not happy with me because because she didn't want me to do that ever again. Because now that it happened, I had to deactivate my Facebook account because I didn't want to come back there anymore. I didn't really want to go back there because it's just filled with toxic people, and I didn't like that to the day on because it continues to make it worse. Because the same dude, well, when I first made my other new Facebook account, kept on stalking me, messaging me, and I kept on blocking. But he has like several accounts, and I blocked all of them because he kept on trying to stalk me. So then afterwards, I reported to Facebook that he is being a stalker, harassment, and after that, all of his accounts were banned because he was literally trying to dox me, which it was good. But I'm still making sure that because my mom is aware of it because I was been learning from the internet back in my days. And afterwards, when I grow up a bit, around when I was like maybe 17 17 or 18. Actually, I was like 17. When I was in high school, um, um, like me and my friends and and the teachers and everyone else and the students were trying to understand about how internet works and about the generations about how the internet is that if someone is trying to find out your actual
Alright,
info's
Tuna,
privacy. Mm?
like you said this happened when you were 7 years old.
Yes, in 2010.
Right. So you are aware she was telling you not to ever do that again because that age limit you
I
was.
made a
You
mistake.
basically was minor. You're 20.
Yeah,
You're an adult now, so you're safe
yeah.
to say your age and your height. You're not just all the other shit though. You can't tell them the other shit. It's okay to tell them the height and your name, unless you don't trust them like that. You don't tell them your IRL name. But other than that, it's all safe for you to do that now. You that basically, in retrospect, how I'm seeing it, that was more of a phobia fear that you have, so it was stuck in your system at this point. So that can't really get helped, but you gotta understand, since you're an adult now, you're safe and fine to do that. Not to random people, obviously. It's clearly like people you need to trust. Like you said, you feel you're best friends with Bambi or whatnot. Well, you guys
Hmm.
got issues going on right now, but you guys are best friends. It's okay for you to tell her that. It's okay
I
for you
mean,
to tell other people you trust. You just don't tell people you don't trust. That's just
right.
the main thing.
But here's my problem right now, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
said it. You said this happened in the 2010, right?
Yes, and my birthday's on
But
November 11th.
okay, but originally when you were confronted, you said this happened in 2012. So which is it? Is it 2010 or is it 2012?
It was 2010.
Okay, so okay, one, why would your mother allow you to have Facebook at a young age? There should not be reason
Okay,
for. I don't understand why would you
I
have Facebook at a young age.
I made a regrettable mistake to ask her if I wanted to have a Facebook account, and she warned me about it, and I didn't listen to what she said.
Mad.
I No, but she was mad at me, so I made a mistake, and she has her rights to be mad at me. So I made my Facebook account, I made some friends, but even though I noticed I made a little mistake that I showed my info and my real name and everything to the point that everybody were trying to know who I am, and knowing the fact that, oh, look, there's a minor actually is an age of 7 years old trying to like have an account and shouldn't use Facebook and stuff. And that's when this whole thing curiosity happened and the dramas is going at me. And I keep getting to receive random messages to the point that I have to block them all because I don't know how to block. So I tried to find the option and I did. But they continue to do it anyway, so I keep continuing to block them because I don't want to like have any problems. And that's when my mom was upset at me because she noticed that these people were trying to find out about my my infos about me, which my mom told me not to use Facebook ever again until I grow up to be in the age of 18. So I redeemed myself. I did got my account back and all that stuff, and I haven't used it since like let's see, I haven't used Facebook since 2020 when this whole COVID um COVID-19 happened when I was 17. Like it didn't happen until then because of the COVID-19 when I was a bit, growing a bit. So, well, almost. Well, my birthday was near, so I became 18. That was like back then I became 18 years old until my birthday was finished. So in other words, yeah, it was been like around like six six hundred six 600 6,000 500 90 92 days ago. So I stopped using Facebook. I focus on Instagram and Discord and Twitter, which my Twitter account did got suspended because I did some fucked up things on Twitter. I said some harsh shit to people and I got suspended and I kept on, you know, make other accounts to just be different. I still have the account, but I don't know my email and password because my old phone has the email. So it's just again, I forgot about my password and emails. That's when I stopped using Facebook because it wasn't worth it for me. So I quit using it.
Mm.
That's why I made a mistake. I apologize to my mom for that, and I literally understand that it's not right for me to just make an account at the age of 7, which kind of upsets her because she doesn't want me to get into more trouble because I am taking the blame for myself for this that all these people are trying to get to know me, trying to like say these stuff to me in the harsh way, but I ignore them because my mom wanted me to. She told me to block them all, so I did. I blocked them all.
Mm.
That's why I was afraid that y'all were not gonna believe me. But since I'm telling y'all everything on why I
You
wanted,
got speech problems, and I'm saying that because I have those. Yeah, I've been like I'm understanding what you're saying. I'm just saying every most of the words you was using to pronounce it was mixed terms.
yes, it is mixed terms, and I do apologize for that.
You're fine.
It's just I can't really spell things correctly because my mouth is literally numbed a bit because of how I'm talking. It just it's hard for me to say something well and fair because I know you guys are saying was true because I'm just not really understanding well.
I'm sorry I left. I was
I wanted to fuck
literally
you. I mean, what?
what?
Don't say
It's
I
no.
left.
like,
I
it's
know your
like,
wife don't say.
it's like,
Sorry.
take it
I
seriously.
left. I left because
My bad.
Alex called me right now. So yeah, so I was just
Okay.
talking to him for a bit.
That's
Ooh, please
fine.
do tell me later.
In
Huh.
other words, I
Right.
I just I just wanted to redeem myself from my mom because of my mistakes that I've done because I share some shit since I was an age of 7, which my mom did took my phone away when I was 7 because I wanted to know what Facebook is about, but I realized that I'm not old enough to use it. So that's why I stopped. That's why I don't want to use it anymore because I just think Facebook isn't worth for me. It's just full of toxic people. Well, not almost because it is a dead app, but I just don't want to use it anymore because all I do is I take selfie of myself and such. Ugh. So yeah, I kind of do deserve to get the bunk though. Not gonna lie.
Okay. But okay, so look, I am gonna say this. Stop overthinking things mainly. You are gonna have to so like in retrospect, there's not really much you could do. You're gonna have no choice but to deal with whatever happens from the people you've made upset. Not that it's not them being mad at you, like I said. They're hugely, and I mean hugely disappointed. So if they nag at you, they nag at you. Just try to quite literally read what they try to say. If it hurts, it hurts. There's not really much we could do. You could still talk to them, but just try not to fight with it. But that's also whenever they feel calm and whatnot. But
Okay.
mainly, like I was saying, in my personal perspective, and the same thing for Speedy, you need a break off the internet. It could for like in retrospect, it could be at least for a week or a little longer, depending. But that's until you feel very comfortable to talk with everyone again. Until then,
Alright.
most of everyone is mad and upset at you. That would be a reason to take a break, like Aki did. Not well. Besides how long Aki chose to do hers, Aki told me she will come back from like in 2 years or a month or so. So I was like, excuse me. So I was like, okay, retrospect that's too long. At least it's a break, but my perspective is too long. I do have that mindset where I cannot just stay still for a single second. Nor do I think I can handle waiting that long just to take a break. I'm like, okay. And basically it'd be like this. Okay, I could do this. Day one. I'm feeling iffy. Day two, still kinda iffy. Day three, kinda tweaking. Day four, because I'm dealing with IRL problems for the most things. So day 4, 5, 6, when it hits 7, I'm gonna feel like I had enough. But I would try to at least last for a like I say 3 or 2 weeks because well, it's my thing. I would last for that long. I would my sanity because I rather listen to my friends and so and so. But at the end of the day, everyone needs breaks. Luna be taking breaks. I be taking breaks. That's why nearly no one barely hears from me most times. Kuno takes breaks. I don't know if Ellie does or not, but mostly everyone take breaks when they're overstimulated or can't handle much things. Like
Yeah, basically,
you
I'm
cutting
on
your
break
phone with
kind of right now.
you
I'm
cutting
on
your
break.
Nom.
Now,
You cutting can was a sign of you needing a break.
Yeah, I'll probably take like 2 weeks then, or 3 weeks actually. No, actually 3 weeks.
Um, if and that's if they do. Whenever they feel slightly calmed or whatever, that would be up to them if they want to talk to you in a group chat so you can see if you can fix what you done or ask them about what they want you to do. Not to actually, not for them to force you to do something, just just to see if they're willing to give you chances.
All right. I mean, I'll probably like put myself offline mode so that I can just like focus on myself instead, so I won't be having like bunch of notifications. I'll probably like mute the notifications,
Mm.
so I won't. But like I won't like do anything or move or anything. I'm just gonna have to take like an actual week of a break from this internet. I mean, I already said I'm going to take a break from YouTube. I can still watch some videos, but I'm not just
Yeah,
going to be
I was
posting.
gonna say because I thought about it. When I say take a break off the internet, that doesn't stop you from watching videos and stuff. Oh, it's
Yeah,
on
I
my
can.
you right now. Hold up.
Oh, okay, I can
No,
still
that's
watch
good.
videos.
You're fine.
Yeah, it's just I'm not. I'm normally going to be like focus on literally, just do my own thing, just play and all that stuff. Or probably I'll probably go spend more time with my mom. I
I
think
would
we deserve.
also, since you're gonna be taking breaks, I would ask your mom for motherly advice too. I usually do that on a daily. Like, well, I mostly ask my mom for advices when it with Knuckles because Knuckle got these crazy stretched out points. My mom surprisingly know how to calm him down. Basically, you already know. Knuckles lost his mom. He didn't really have a mom to have motherly love and such. My mom decided to give him all that, so Knuckles been actually scared, kind of creeping me out of being nice, but I'm happy, but I'm like, oh lord.
Damn.
I like him how he was, besides the violence.
All right.
Do any of you guys want to ask him something? I already know Kuno doesn't really got much, but
I think we can call it a day. I mean, we already done enough, and I'm actually gonna listen for once in my life and not do it again.
wait, actually, but I still do want to know. So, did Rosie molest you, or did you just set that by mistake?
I said it by mistake because I thought she was grooming me, which I admit it was a. She never did. It's just I thought she was, but I was misheard. It's just I didn't know she was actually giving me ways because I thought that it would be fine to have motherly just to be more, happy and not feel sad and depressed. But
Yeah. How do you
it's
get
just I
confused with molesting somebody as motherly love? That's something that you should get confused with.
yeah, that's the one thing because I thought it was just something, but no, it was just her being a mother mode or something, which I didn't know until now because I didn't know she was giving me motherly ways. But people just still hates her about what she did, which already I know about what happened, but I know she still cares for me because she doesn't want me to be alone and all that stuff. I mean, sometimes she can be a little nizzy and stuff, but at the same time, I think that she was just wanting me to be happy for once in my life and not be sad because of about what happened. I mean, sure, I can still be upset with her with her talking shit about people. Well, it's fine just to express, but sometimes I do care for her, but at the same time, I just already lost that. I just didn't. I would tell her that I don't mind you just giving me motherly, but I just don't want to be back being your son. I would tell her that. I mean, I was gonna have a chance to tell her that I just don't want to be your son anymore. I just, you can still be motherly with me, but I just don't want to be your son again. It's just, I just want to move. I just want to move on. Like, I just want to move on to a new path and just be me and not be dealing with the past. And I'm already going to have to work on myself for once, so that um I don't need to like cause any more fights or dramas and stuff. But until the others are calmed down and wanted to talk to me again or make a GC, um, if they want to give me questions and they want me to be honest, I will be honest, and then I'll tell them I'm really sorry. Until then, I am going to have to take a break from from this internet and be away until I come back, until I think if I'm comfortable to talk to somebody again. Not to be scared, not to go run away anymore. I will talk. I'm learning from you guys right
Sorry,
now.
hold on. Sorry, if I was quiet. I am gonna walk away from my phone real quick because I want orange juice.
Okay. If it is, I'm going to put myself offline and probably I'll have to get some sleep to actually fix my sleeping schedules. And probably tomorrow I'll probably go to my therapy. Because I deserve to have one.
Well,
I
hmm.
mean, as long as you do that, that's what matters. And if you just take it little by little, hey, I'm up for
Yeah.
it. As long as you're able to learn and reevaluate for what happened, then hey, that's at least what all I can say and ask. And I just hope that that shit don't happen again, really.
Mhm.
Because was it crazy to hear? Yep. Am I shocked about it? Yep. Do I got much to say? Not really. Not really, though. I really don't have a lot to say on it. And that's just me. I genuinely don't got much to say on this.
Yeah. Like, well, alright, I'm a dip.
All right. You do just do what you can and just remember what we told you.
Right.
All right. Be safe.
You too. All of you.
Hmm.
That's a bunch of horse shit.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, when I
fuck
was being honest with
me.
you, when I was on the freaking, because before I came here, me and Tuna were in the freaking thing with, what's it called? Neo, so,
I love orange
and,
juice.